In my room.
Could this be the restricted section Lisa mentioned? Doesn't quite feel like it, though. You don't think this place is hiding some terrible secret, do you? Like those rooms you always hear about in scary stories? You know, the ones that are usually totally off limits? That's true. We just kind of waltzed in here. And it didn't seem like the lock had been broken or anything. Wait, hang on a minute. This isn't the door we came in through. Are we even in the library anymore? You think? Wow, that's pretty impressive, building all this under the lake. Wait, no, that's ridiculous. No way is that where we are. Too bad Lisa's not working today, otherwise we could ask her. Well, we're here anyhow, and this place doesn't look too dangerous. Why don't we just take a look around? New places are meant for exploring, after all. You gotta try all kinds of new things to become a good and experienced guide. Ooh, look, a stuffed wolf toy! So cute! It's so fluffy and soft. Wonder who left it here. Oh, foolish traveler, you dare enter this fortress of doom without invitation? Prepare to be eaten alive! We should probably just leave it here for now. This place is huge, so let's keep on exploring!
Everlasting as the moon! Out of my way! Stand with me!
I got you covered! Don't get too close!
Time to testify. Loaded. Laid bare. Our bond is strong.
Check this out! Here's backup!
Hunt them down.
I got you covered! Fire it up!
Have fun with this gift!
Cry louder! Squall and Fury! Check this out! Support fire!
Too late for regrets! Truth repeats its course!
The wind rises. Bow your head.
Oh no! Sorry! Guests, hello! I've been waiting here for the longest time and nobody came. I was only planning to rest my eyes for a bit, but the sofa was so comfy, I guess I dozed off.
Let's I can talk!
Sure can! Talking is one of the things I can do. Alright, so... yes. Introductions are in order, aren't they? Greetings, my dear guests. My name is... Wait. What's my name?
Not sure we can help you with that one, buddy. Guess you were in a pretty deep sleep, huh? Seems like you're still waking up.
Huh? Really?
We're just messing with you. Anyway, Paimon's name is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. Okay, great, that went well. At least this mysterious room doesn't rob everyone of their memories.
I must apologize. I must have slept for so long that I can't remember what's real and what's a dream anymore. I did have a lot of dreams while I was asleep. Okay, concentrate. Alright, so if I'm not mistaken, the current me is a concierge in charge of attending to any guests that find themselves here. Yes, you may call me Wolfie.
Okay, but, if all you can remember are your dreams, what makes you think any of them are real experiences? They're just products of your imagination, right?
You mean, if it comes from my imagination, it can't be real life? Oh. Well, it sounds like you know more about that kind of thing than I do. I can't tell the difference at all. I remember a time when a horrid curse was put on me. My heart was cased in unmelting ice, and I had to spend my days in agonizing solitude, surrounded by nothing but boundless tundra. I also remember playing with Whitefang in the misty forest. We chased golden butterflies, waded through rushing streams, and shattered the very moon beneath our feet. And I'll never forget marching in that celebratory procession with the other troops, being showered in confetti as I excitedly waited for Her Majesty the Queen to bestow her honor upon me. It was glorious. To me, all these events are indistinguishable from real experiences. Take my latest dream, for instance. I remember being in a garden of forking paths, and Madame Mage said to me, "From now on, you are a concierge. Be sure to treat your guests well." And I found myself here. And like I said, I waited and waited and waited. And now, finally, 2 guests have arrived. At last, I can fulfill my duty. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me?
Yeah, and who is this Madame Mage? Is she really just a figure from your dream? Seems like there could be more to it than just that.
Well, Madame Mage is Madame Mage, just as you, dear guests, are guests. She and her friends, oh yes, and they're all mages too. Each one of them is a master of their own type of magic, conjuring, illusions, and so on. One of them uses a quill pen to cast her spells. She has a very mysterious ink bottle that contains fantasy truth. I had a little taste when she wasn't looking, and oh my goodness was it bitter! Blech. But the other mages all love her magic. They use their powers of creation to transform her fantasy truth into true fantasy. How do they do that? I haven't the slightest idea. I'm just a toy with stuffing for brains. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me?
Yeah, what is this place? We came in here through this one door in the library, but we were never able to open it before.
Well, congratulations on your successful entry, dear guests. This is a special room, one that can only be accessed by those who are invited. Seeing as you two have this privilege, you can invite your friends to enter as well. On that note, I'd better tidy up this place as quickly as possible. Oh, and I should prepare some tea and snacks too. You don't mind if they're on the sweeter side, do you?
Of course not! Wait, before we get ahead of ourselves, mind telling us where we are exactly? Are we even still in Mondstadt?
That is a difficult question. Madame Mage created this room using magic, and I don't know magic. Still, you have my guarantee as concierge that this is a safe and comfortable place. I sincerely hope you enjoy your time here. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me? Yes, I saw! You were magnificent! I was completely enraptured by your performance!
What do you mean, performance?
Well, Madame Mage says that every page of a storybook is a segment of the present. I'm sure only the most distinguished of guests are able to take the stage as the story's protagonist and put on a show as spectacular as yours. What a thrilling battle! Yes, that's what every story needs to spice things up. Naturally, those are the kinds of stories I love reading the most. I wonder what would make a good title for a book about your magnificent performance. Should we call it a saga? An epic? A tale of conquest? A chronicle of combat? Choices, choices. In any case, I do hope you will be so kind as to indulge us with more of your fine performances. In fact, scratch that. I'm afraid I shall have to insist. The story of the present is waiting to be written, and you, dear guests, are the ones to fill its pages. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me?
This place is getting more confusing by the second, but Wolfie seems alright, so we should be fine, right? Besides, our goal is to set foot in every corner of Teyvat, and the courage to boldly go where others dare not to tread is what will take us there.
Wow, what a wonderful line! Spoken like a true adventurer!
You bet! We're the real deal!
Is that so? Well then, I'd better make sure I do my duty as concierge of this place. I hope this can be somewhere for you to rest and recuperate when you're weary, so that you can embark on your next adventure refreshed and renewed. Come back here anytime if you get tired. I'll be sure to take good care of you.
No, I don't want to. Chat, what are you making that face for? I thought you knew my deal by now. Fine, you can talk, and I'll sit over there and listen. Happy now?
Thanks for inviting me here. If there's nothing too urgent that needs your attention, why not take a seat and relax for a bit? I'll make you some tea. Oh, don't mention it. It's nothing, really. I'd hate to see anyone who needs my care tiring themselves out too much.
You youngsters need to make sure you're getting enough exercise. You don't want to be huffing and puffing while your elders are still going strong. Why, this is a walk in the park compared to the field studies that Haravatat used to send us out on. Never mind. No point in dredging up the past. Go on, then. I suppose you ought to rest if you really are tired. I've seen too many junior scholars ruin their health for the sake of their academic pursuits. Let that be a cautionary tale. Those who fail to heed the advice of their elders do so at their own peril.
You intend to take a rest? I concur. You do look quite tired. Self-knowledge is a good trait to have. Better to walk at a slower pace if it means you will travel further in the end. I brought some coffee candies. Here, take one.
I'm afraid I still have some work to do before everything is ready. Thank you for your patience, my dear guests. If you'd like, you can take the stage and perform once more. There'll be toy medals waiting for you in treasure chests afterwards.
Here's backup!
Transfixed!
Lightning terrified!
Time to testify. Ready. This is where you fall.
I got you covered! Fire it up!
I'll settle this. Get with me!
Into the shadows. Where evil lurks, shoot on sight. Before I go on a long journey, I tend to leave the children of the House of the Hearth with some homework to complete in my absence. Many of them, however, simply play to their heart's content for most of the time I am gone, then rush to get their homework done in the final few days before my return. They believe I am none the wiser, but I have simply elected not to expose their chicanery. After all, to complete one's work in a short time frame is a skill in its own right. Before I go on a long journey, many of them, they believe
you can leave the trickier opponents to me. You did invite me here after all, so I'll do my part for the cause, no problem. As for what part that'll be exactly, arrange that however you wish. I can handle it.
I'm afraid I still have some work to do. If you'd like, you...
When I was little, my mother often read me bedtime stories. Back then, I thought the world was just like in those stories, and everyone led peaceful, happy lives. It was only later that I realized the difficulties and struggles many people face in society. All I can do is try my best and stay loyal to the people I care about. Now that I think about it, even though the stories are fictional, they can still help children get a good night's sleep. To me, that's enough.
People often believe me to be highly focused on securing victories. I am a champion duelist, after all. The truth, however, is just the opposite. It is the spirit of the challenger that I value above all else. If someone is willing to face me head-on, they have my respect, no matter who secures the title of victor in the end. Strength is something that can be gained through experience. Courage, however, comes from within.
Bitter pill to swallow. Remember, help comes.
Time to testify. Ready.
I swear by my sword! Ha! Our bond is strong!
Mind the side effects.
Hunt them down.
Bravo! Bravo! Another spellbinding performance! Are you interested in learning any new thespian tricks? By which I mean dashing and elegant poses. In fact, what would you say to a friendly exchange? I'll teach you some thespian tricks in return for toy medals from the treasure chests. Friendship is a wonderful thing, isn't it? Ah, just the word itself gives me a warm, fuzzy feeling in my heart and my stomach.
Yep, gotta love friendship. But, when you say a warm, fuzzy feeling in your stomach, there is something slightly concerning about that. Anyway, are you sure you're okay with just toy medals? What could they be worth if they're just toys?
As long as you believe, even toy medals can be more valuable than gold. That is the magic of imagination. Madame Mage told me that. I can't say I entirely understand what she meant, but... the thespian tricks, I actually got those from a wish I made to Madame Mage. So long as she thinks it's a fair trade, I think it should be fine.
Sounds kinda ominous. Don't a lot of scary stories start out that way? You make a reckless wish to a wicked witch, but you end up regretting it when she forces you to pay an impossible price in return?
I believe you're misunderstanding the situation, dear guest. There is absolutely nothing to fear. To start with, mages are quite different from wicked witches. And besides, I already told you what the price is. It's the toy medals. There's no catch.
And you're sure about that?
Yes, completely. In any case, I was the one who made the wish. So if someone has to end up paying an impossible price, just leave it to me. I enjoy watching your performances, so it's well worth it as far as I'm concerned. I wonder how many blank pages are left in this book. But not to worry. Even if we run out of space, new blank pages will be added very soon. I do look forward to the day when all empty pages are filled with stories.
This place is truly perilous. Do you have any injuries or concerning symptoms you'd like to tell me about? Yes, I know you're very skilled. But just because you're not black and blue doesn't mean everything is okay. If you're not careful, fatigue will accumulate over time and catch you unawares. You must remember to stretch to relieve tension and ensure good circulation of your chi.
Or to put it bluntly, he's worried about you. So just lie down and let us give you a quick checkup.
I think I'll read a little before the next battle begins. Please refrain from recommending something like a newspaper. I recognize that short-form articles may be a fitting choice, considering the limited amount of time at our disposal, but they're simply not to my taste.
You look troubled. Are you worried about the enemies we will soon face? Ah, I see. Sorry, I should have noticed sooner. You asked me to join your team. It is only right that I share this burden with you. The Dandelion Knight's sword is at your command. Let us proceed.
Don't be too weirded out if you see me with my mask off while we rest. I'm just getting some fresh air. This place is way too idle. It gets to you after a while. Gotta take some deep breaths. Not that I'm rushing you, of course. I'll wait until you've made your preparations in full.
storm! We'll see about that!
Wind, hear me!
Who is what?
Wretched vermin! Behold! As you wish, man.
Have fun with this gift! Too late for regrets!
Barbados, guide us.
The wind rises. You dare to gaze upon me?
Dare to mess with me? Years of the storm! Too late for regrets!
Behold! Bow your head!
I swear by my sword!
Midnight, Phantasm! We'll see about that!
Squall and fury! Cry loud!
Truth repeats its course! Too late for regrets! We'll see about...
Barbados, guide us.
Behold!
Swear by my sword!
Have fun with this gift! Too late for regrets!
You dare to gaze upon me?
We'll see if...
By royal decree!
Bow your head!
Years of the storm!
Midnight, Phantasm!
Barbados, guide us.
No rest for the wicked! You dare to gaze upon me?
Have fun with this gift! Dare to mess with me?
Wind, hear me.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Too late for regret!
Squall and fury! How amusing! Unsightly insects!
Truth repeats its course!
Odds, reveal thyself!
The wind rises!
sword! Go and fly! Gears of the storm!
Squall and Fury! Know your place!
By royal decree!
Bow your head!
Wind, hear me! Truth repeats its course. Too late for regrets.
Oz, reveal thyself!
As you wish, main Fräulein.
We'll see.
Behold! Know your place! That's far enough!
Too late for regrets. Have fun with this gift.
By royal decree!
I swear by my sword.
Squall and Fury! You dare to gaze upon me?
Dare to mess with me?
Shadow Raven!
Gears of the storm.
The wind rises. Know your place.
Barbados, guide us.
I am considering whether to fetch my outstanding paperwork so that I can look through it during our downtime. Overkill? Maybe you're right. In that case, I'll brew some coffee. I'll make one for you too.
Those who lurk within this place are but lowly pawns, the last remnants of the usurper's army. By the time the Prinzessin of Ertelung stands before them, my bolts of downfall will have long since severed their ties with the forces of fate. My subjects will surely sing their songs of praise, but to the Prinzessin, this is but one more triumph to add to the annals. I know that many of the younger generation see me as a sort of legendary figure. Why, my stories and my accomplishments can even be found in Kasharawar textbooks. But it does seem that people aren't quite used to having a legend living among them. No one takes my courses or pays attention to my research. Even securing research funding can be a struggle. If I were lucky enough to have one of my predecessors here in the flesh, I'd be waiting on her hand and foot, serving her tea, massaging her shoulders, asking her all sorts of questions. What happened to this generation? Where is their inquisitiveness? Where is their respect?
No, I don't want to. Chat, what are you making that face for? I thought you knew my deal by now. Fine, you can talk, and I'll sit over there and listen. Happy now?
Want me to come along?
Oh, is it time for me to join you?
Yeah, let's go on a big adventure!
Reveal thyself! Midnight, fantastic!
Clouds high, the birds call, one with nature.
A bitter pill to swallow. Scatter! Here you are. Well now.
By royal decree, I summon thee!
Into the wind.
Seems like an emergency.
The doctor will see.
Defract! Flicker. Let's get down to business. Midnight Phantasma.
As one with wind and cloud.
Scatter!
Let's get down to business.
How bold.
The wind knows me.
Remember, health comes first.
Health, yes! Fall before
Here
me!
you are. The process of elimination.
Shadow Raven!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Mind the side effects.
Defract!
The doctor will see you.
Taking a turn.
Into the wind.
Having a challenging mid to long-term goal is a good thing. This applies equally to combat, job seeking, and the pursuit of knowledge. But what people get out of achieving their goal depends on the individual.
Hey, are you sure you can keep going? Maybe we should take things a bit more slowly?
It's nothing serious. If I let every little setback stop me, I'd never have made it this far.
Huh? This is supposed to be out of print! I've been looking for this for ages! I can't believe it! I wonder what else there is around here that I've been missing. I mean, the scrolls of destiny that anchored this realm in time and space make for a rather interesting read. Oz, lend me thy beak and lift the veil of darkness. By the power of my Ode de Verurtelang, the tears and suffering described herein shall be etched in my memory, and so shall I bestow upon them my blessing.
During my days as a wanderer, if I came upon a beautiful view and was feeling in a poetic mood, I'd stop to compose a few lines. I once thought about writing an anthology of my poems and leaving it on a shelf so I could share with others the way I felt when my eyes first met those wonderful sights. But when I looked back at the drivel I'd written, I gave up on the idea. I'm sure other travelers will get that same sense of peace from the natural world as I did, if it's meant to be.
Let's go out and play!
Where are we headed this time?
The wind knows me.
As one with wind and cloud! Here's Becca! Check this out!
Stray clouds converge! Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
Flash! Woo! Da-da-da! Woo! Pew!
Into the wind.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
Don't get too close! Supporting fire!
Yeah! Scatter!
One with nature.
Make way for the Adeptus!
Seize the skies! Yeah! Skyward!
Clouds high. The birds come!
fuse is lit! Here comes the fireworks!
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
Into the wind.
Gotta watch it.
Yeah! Scatter!
The wind knows it.
Make way for the Adeptus!
Check this out! As one with wind and cloud! Into the wind!
Time for a light show!
Fire it up!
Yeah! Skyward!
One with nature!
Fire hazard!
The wind knows it. The clouds high. The birds come. I got you covered. Check this out.
See? Go! Huh? Blaze into light! La la la! Pew! Woo! Woo! Woo!
One with wind and cloud! Into the wind! Here's backup!
La la la! Yeah! Yeah! Woo!
The wind knows it. Don't get too close! Supporting fire!
Higher, higher, hands on fire! Dumpy, dumpy, go! Boing, boing, boing!
Into the wind! Clouds high, the birds call! During my days as a wanderer, if I came upon a beautiful view and was feeling in a poetic mood, I'd stop to compose a few lines. I once thought about writing an anthology of my poems and leaving it on a shelf so I could share with others the way I felt when my eyes first met those wonderful sights. But when I looked back at the drivel I'd written, I gave up on the idea. I'm sure other travelers will get that same sense of peace from the natural world as I did, if it's meant to be.
The look on your face tells me you're ready to head deeper into the domain. Next stop, the belly of the beast, huh? Never fear, for Director Hu Tao is here, ready to face whatever comes at us, from the ordinary to the abnormal to the paranormal. So, without further ado, shall we? Let's not keep the monsters waiting.
Kaya once told me that if I spend too much time playing in one day without resting, I'll be too tired to play the next day and I'll miss out on all the fun. So I decided when the sun gets up, I'll get up. And when the sun goes to bed, I'll go to bed. That way, I'll always be full of energy. You should do what Kaya says too, Miss Honorary Knight.
How are you feeling? Try not to worry too much about the next fight. I've heard people say that having a good attitude actually benefits your health, even if spearmanship isn't my strong suit. I'll do my best to protect you in this battle.
I got you covered!
Skyward! Scatter! Shine down!
Fire it up!
Illusion shattered!
The fuse is lit!
Yeah! Skyward!
Here's backup! Don't get too close!
There is no escape! Scatter! Stray cloud converge!
Time for a light show!
Shine down!
Check this out! I got you covered!
Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered!
is eternal! Illusion shattered!
Fuse is lit!
Shine down! Yeah! Skyward! Scatter! There is no escape! Now you shall perish!
Jumpy, jumpy,
Seize the skies! Yeah! Scatter! Skyward!
Miss Honorary Knight! Guess what I found? Loads of stories that Mommy used to read to me. Whenever I shouted out, "No, we can't let that happen," Mommy would give me a pen and paper and let me finish the rest of the story myself. By climbing through the window, or popping out from a nearby bush, or coming down from a tree. I always found a way to bring Todoko into the story.
You sure don't need to worry about me getting bored here. I'm spoiled for choice with all these books. I hardly know where to start. I want to memorize all the interesting parts so I can go back and tell them to my friends. Oh, right. That's another thing I meant to ask. Which of these books do you recommend? I want to know what kind of stories you're into.
The scoundrels who slink around in here are fools, all of them. To posture menacingly before mortals is one thing, but to persist even after witnessing one's adeptus arts? It is sheer illiteracy in the face of manifestly legible writing on the wall. These dullards would be no match, even for one's two disciples, let alone oneself.
I know you are a formidable warrior, but we must not underestimate the monsters in this domain. They seem to come in endless waves. Nor should you be afraid. I am here to answer your call, and I will stay by your side until every mystery here has been uncovered. With this blade, I shall slay any foe that comes our way.
Something's come up? Emerge, right now, right here. I'm always watching. Right now. Emerge. Fire hazard! God's over! Right now, right here.
Torn to oblivion! Shine down!
Emerge. Nothing lasts forever. Right now, emerge, right here. Go!
dear guests. Please, come here. I have some good news to share with you. This took much longer than it should have. But in any case, at long last, the new stage is ready for action. Put on a spectacular show for your audience, and you will receive a key that opens the door to the world within the painting.
Whoa, hold up! First storybook, now a world inside a painting? This place is making less and less sense all the time.
I know what you mean, but as I read in a storybook once, if a magician reveals all their tricks to the audience, it robs them of the surprise. So, it's quite right that things don't make sense. Madame Mage's magic is just like love. Not something to try and make sense of, but something you just feel.
Fair enough, that explanation sorta works. But anyway, about this new world within the painting stage. Is it any different from the other stage?
The world within the painting is a world of many rules. This new stage will put friendship and trust to the test. A classic tale. And all those who pass the test will receive a small blessing from Madame Mage.
Ooh, is it a good luck spell or something? Yep, good point. We should be careful what we wish for.
I assure you, there's nothing to be nervous about. The paint is already on the canvas, and Madame Mage's blessing is no longer a secret. If you're ready, you can step onto the world within the painting stage and see for yourself. As you embark on your new adventure, do as they do in the stories. Whistle your favorite tune, cast your worries aside, and keep courage in your heart.
There are so many enemies here. If all of them were written into a yokai story, it'd be dark long before you finish just reading the names out. But fear not. The invincible Yoimi is here to save you from the clutches of the evil yokai. Okay, that was a little embarrassing. But I sounded pretty cool, right?
Will you join me in a game of Karuta? It is a fine way to spend leisure time. It will help us both relax, while keeping me sharp and focused. The only thing is, it is customary for the winner to be awarded with confectionery, but I do not know whether it can be brought in here. In that case, we can celebrate the victor at the sacred Sakura some other time. Now, are you ready to be humbled?
The novels here actually aren't all that bad. But a little fried tofu and a few drinks would make things better still. So, little one, do you think you could pull a few strings and get your hands on some for me? Without them, I don't think I'll be able to muster the energy to help you explore this domain. Oh, the look on your face, so dumbfounded. I'm joking, can't you tell? Do you really believe the great Lady Guji herself would be so fickle?
Once I was old enough, I started reading popular novels. Some of them would end by having the dead come back to life and living happily ever after. I know it's only make-believe, but still, it always ruined the story for me. If death isn't final, there are no stakes, so it kind of makes everything that happened up to that point meaningless. To everything, there is a season. A time to be born, a time to die. That is the truth. You can't have a satisfactory ending if death isn't final.
Another test subject.
It's a fury!
I'm fine.
Another test subject.
It's a fury!
I got careless.
Go as one!
Oh,
Another test subject. Fry!
It's a fury!
Go as one!
my companions need me. Monster.
What you got?
Another test subject. I got
Go as
careless.
one!
It's a fury!
I swear by my sword. I cannot give up. Barbados, guide us.
Go as one!
A new job.
Wind, hear me.